I've advised on over $200 million in Meta and TikTok ad spend. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the full e-commerce course where you'll have my complete guide to Ecom in 2025, so you can just copy me from this video and implement some of these exact strategies. And just for some housekeeping, I'm going to be showing you the exact tools, trainings, and templates, and all of these things will be linked below this video as we go through this. And this is where I've been consistently taking brands to multiple 7 and 8 figures per month, where I've worked with some of the largest brands in the world like 7-Eleven, Power Crunch, and TikTok, where I broke every record in 7-Eleven's franchising business with their Facebook ads, and then helped a conglomerate like Power Crunch, who had tons of distribution into lots of retail stores, but was lacking on the e-commerce side, and I brought them into the e-commerce world. And then leading the way in the TikTok ad creator program, where we've successfully been onboarding thousands of advertisers onto TikTok. And I've helped thousands of e-commerce D2C brands scale to multiple 6, 7, 8, and 9 figures in sales. I'm the #1 ranked in the world in e-commerce trainings on WAP. I also manage a portfolio of companies where we have over 45 plus team members, where we have my agency, we have the software business, my training company, the events and challenges, and an e-commerce business as well. And I recently completed my first major merger with my agency. And we're a 2-time Inc. 5000 fastest growing company in the US. And I'm the world's #1 highest earning TikTok ad affiliate and their program's largest TikTok ad creator. I also hold the highest agency partner program tiers at both Meta and TikTok. And in 2021, I led one of the largest ad campaigns on TikTok where we were one of the highest spenders and got an app to the #1 listing on the App Store on Apple before TikTok realized it was too competitive and kicked my client off their platform. And I'm one of 200 agencies in the world that is a TSP, which is a TikTok Shop partner. And I've spoken at some of the largest e-commerce events in the world in front of thousands of people going over some of these exact strategies. And I'm going to be speaking at the #1 e-commerce show in the world in Dubai next week, where there's going to be in attendance over 5,000 people. And over 3.3 million advertisers have listened to my advice online, and 600,000 plus people follow my socials to learn these exact things. So if you are serious about growing your business, then you should go ahead and subscribe. Now let's get into the video so we can break down the full guide in e-commerce. And the first category that we're going over is your store. I recommend a tool like Shopify to get your e-commerce store up, and to come up with a name, there's really a few options here. The first one is you can use ChatGPT. You simply just ask it random streetwear, apparel, brand names. ChatGPT is pretty amazing and will literally list out all sorts of different names. You can then take one of these names that you find most interesting. Typically with naming your brand when you're starting an e-commerce business, you want to shoot for a small word count. Like think of brands like Google, Apple. You want to have a shorter number of characters in your actual website domain because it's going to be easier to search, more memorable, and it's a little bit more catchy. Really long names and multiple words is hard to remember and can be very cumbersome whenever you're trying to find a website, especially as a consumer. So try to get as little characters as possible in whatever word you decide to use. And it doesn't have to be the exact thing that you're doing. It could be completely random because some of the biggest brands in the world have names that aren't even associated with their product, but they're one of the most memorable because of the name they decided to use. So once you generate some unique names and you find one that you like, you can use a tool like Shopify Domain Generator, and you can generate a URL and find out which URLs are actively available. So once you take one of these names, Shopify is going to give you a list of domains of potential ideas that you could move forward with based on what is available in their database. Once you choose your domain, you're going to want to activate a theme. And now there's free themes and there's paid themes. Throughout this video, I break down both. So that way, if you're on a budget, you can move forward. And if you have a little bit of extra marketing dollars, you can get some advanced stuff that is going to allow you to scale even further. So the first option is the free themes. Shopify provides plenty of free themes that are very high quality, whether you're in the supplement, clothing space. There's lots of intuitive themes that will be able to scale. I've seen many stores leverage free themes and be able to crank 100K plus months. It's very doable. You don't have to have a paid theme. But if you were to go for a paid theme, I'd recommend using a tool like Replo. Anything you can think of, you can design it inside of this Shopify theme. Pretty much everything under the sun is capable inside of this one software, and you can design a beautiful product landing page and have all of the conversion rate, tactics, tweaks, and changes made to be able to get the most purchases possible. Some of the largest brands are using this, and it is one of the highest rated ones, especially if you're looking for a high conversion rate and looking to scale. Next up, you're going to want to get a logo. I wouldn't go too fancy on this or overthink it. You can get it done in Canva completely for free. You just go inside of Canva, search up logos. If you have a pet business, you literally just type in pet logos. A bunch of different logo formats will pop up. You could either use a word for your logo, you could use an icon. Keep it very simple. Your logo is just meant for branding purposes. It can always adjust over time and evolve later. The other way you could go about this is using a tool like Photoshop, which is a little bit more advanced, and really you can think of anything. Sky's the limit inside of Photoshop as well. Once you've gotten your logo, there's a few main key apps that you're going to want to leverage on your Shopify store if you're going to want to improve sales. One of those first tools is a tool like Firework. This is where you can have a curation of vertical videos that are shoppable on your landing page. Because mobile video is so important right now, and so many people look at it to be able to buy, it delivers a lot of information than an image would. It delivers a lot more information than just standard text would. So having Firework and having multiple demonstration videos and sliders of videos is definitely going to help improve your conversion rate. Next up is Klaviyo. This is a standardized email marketing software that tons of people use, and it is very easy to set up your segmentation inside of this email marketing software. You want to have email marketing because it is free to send out emails to your customers once you acquire them through paid ads. If you get thousands of emails from your paid ads, well, now you have a list of thousands of prospects that you can send free email to as much as you want in order to get them to buy. The next tool we have is going to be Surge. This is where you can get free Shopify CRO audits. You go to surge.com, you submit your website domain, and it will literally give you a free audit on everything that you need to tweak on your Shopify. Not only that, but if you want to upgrade into the paid audit, then you can get a full report on a much more in-depth analysis, including every little change that you definitely need to adjust. And you can even get your entire website done there. And then Aftersell is a great upsell tool for being able to get people to buy more from you. And then we have TextCart, which is an SMS AI platform. SMS is one of the most underutilized things in e-commerce. All big brands that are in e-com understand SMS's power. You want to have an SMS tool that can automatically reach out to your prospects, offer them special deals, get them to move forward, have conversations with them. It is a super impactful tool that can help you scale. We've had multiple clients, in fact, one client recently in the clothing space who literally generated over $60,000 in sales from this SMS tool, all from being able to recover people who did not check out. That is super important, especially when you're looking to scale profits, which we'll be getting into further. And then we have Okendo, which is good for reviews. You want to have reviews on your website so people trust you, especially being able to review what your customers are saying about your brand. Once you've installed some of these apps, got your logo and all this stuff finished, we can then go to product. And in the product category, there's a few things I look for specifically for a successful e-commerce brand. One of those things being is high AOVs. AOVs stand for average order value, and it is the lifebone of your e-commerce business if you're going to be running paid ad campaigns. Because if you have a high AOV, meaning if your AOVs are 50, 100, 150 or more, well, that means your acquisition costs can be a little bit higher and you can still remain profitable. If your AOVs are under 30 bucks, under 20, under 15, it's going to be really hard to scale with paid ads because you're not getting people to spend enough on your website before checking out. So you want to shoot for a higher AOV when you're doing product research. So find products that have higher AOVs, meaning products that you can price higher that still fit within market pricing. And then you're going to want to look for products that are also recurring revenue. I love recurring revenue-based businesses because it stacks month over month as you spend more on paid ads. Things like that could be cosmetic businesses. People have to buy beauty products over and over again if they want to continue using them. You think of things like men's shampoo. Once you run out of shampoo, you got to buy the product again. And if you love it, people are going to be on a subscription and be recurring. So once you acquire them once, now you have lifetime revenue of that person always coming back to your brand. Then you're going to want to find a product that has a unique value prop. Unique value prop is how you position your product against your competitors. Because this space is so competitive in nature, you want to have a product that has an edge over all of your competitors. Now, price is one part of that, but really the unique value prop is what is the problem that it's solving? Is there a solution that's better than other alternatives out there? Is it a better material than other clothing or apparel brands out there? You have to have some form of a value prop to be able to improve your overall offer and justify being able to scale up this product. And then you want to look for growing markets. Growing markets are very important. This is where you're going to do analysis to find out, is this category actually growing or is it shrinking? And more specifically, the product category. Do research on the product category you're going after and find out if it's trending down or up. You need to know where it's going because this will affect your business in the long term. And then you want to have products that are easily sourced. This means if you were to go from $0 to $50,000 in a month, are you going to be out of inventory? And are you going to have to wait many months before you get product? Or are you going to have to make big MOQs where you have to order a ton of products to even be able to continue? Or are they even able to keep up with the demand as you scale from 50 to 100 to 300 to $1 million per month? Those are conversations you need to vet out manufacturers, suppliers, understand what the timeline looks like and how fast you can ramp up if things go gangbusters. And then you want a product that's very marketable, something that looks great on camera, that you can come up with a lot of video formats, image formats, photo shoots, video shoots. The more marketable the product, the easier it's going to be to come up with tons of cool creative ideas and beautiful designs for your website to be able to get people to buy. And to do some research on products, there's a free tool out there, which is TikTok's top products. And you can literally go to this tool and see what the top selling products right now are on TikTok. You can do some research, see exactly what's selling, what's working, and find out if you can source those products yourself and find a UVP out of there and see if the market's growing, see if it has some recurring revenue. Is it a higher AOV? And if it can easily be sourced, then boom, you've found a product that you could start promoting. The other tool you can use is a paid tool. This is FastMoss, and it allows you to have a much more in-depth analysis on TikTok Shop products. This is a great tool to do research because you can actually see what creators are promoting it, what style of videos they're making. That gives you insights on how marketable it is. You can also see what they're selling it for, what they're discounting it for, what their margins are even looking like, how many sales they've done. You can see the full timeline of pretty much everything around their TikTok Shop business because they have an API that's plugged into the software and they're able to get that data. So this is a very valuable tool if you want to do research in a more in-depth way. The next thing you need to pay attention to are trends. When we're talking about the market growing, this is the tools that you need to be looking at. One of those tools is Google Trends. It's a free tool. If we were to search something like beef tallow, you can see here that the interest over time is exploding. So beef tallow right now is a hot product. It's a growing category for this specific product. And lots of people are figuring out what ways they can incorporate beef tallow into cosmetic products, into eating, into so many different things. And as you can see, there's a big interest in this category. So that could mean that, hey, this is a growing category and it would make sense to start running ads in it because it's very relevant. Another tool you could use is Exploding Topics. The cool thing about Exploding Topics is it'll give you a bunch of categories on things that are already exploding right now, and that could give you an idea of where you might have an interest in finding products for. So as you can see, lots of different exploding opportunities here, and this could be a wave that you could potentially catch and be one of the early ecom individuals in that space to blow up. Next up, we have Design Inspo, and Design Inspo, the free tool that you can use for this is 1-800 D2C, has tons of D2C brands. We have a lot of clients actually featured in 1-800. And this is for brands that are some of the sexiest, coolest, growing brands out there right now. And you can look at their website and get incredible design inspiration and see how these D2C brands really curate their product, their packaging, their website, the user experience, their offers. These are some of the top rated D2C brands out there, and they are the players that you want to pay attention to if you're looking to get inspired and learn what is working. The other alternative is a paid tool, which is Foreplay. This is where you can go look at tons of different ads in the space and get inspiration around ad campaigns, product ideas, so many different ways you can leverage this tool to see what's working out there. And then for analysis, one of the key things you want to pay attention to when you're doing product research, well, if you find a product that you're interested in marketing, find out who the competitor is of those products that you'd be competing against. Let's say it's a supplement and one of your competitors is AG1. Well, one of the things you want to pay attention to is, well, are they even successful? Are they growing? Are they running a lot of paid ads? Does this product work with running ad campaigns? The higher the number of ads they're running, the more likely it is that they're spending a lot more money. So you want to pay attention to high creative volume because that can tell you that it is successful and you've found a product that might have a better UVP than theirs. So you know that if you start marketing it, then you could scale up with creative volume and ad spend. The other thing is you want to pay attention to how long ads have been running. Are they lasting? This is a key indicator to tell us if it's profitable. Nobody runs an ad for 172 days if they aren't making money. So if it is working, then they're going to run it for a long time and squeeze the profit out of this ad. And as you can see, this product has been running for 172 days. And so you can do analysis and say, okay, well, this is a product that is obviously working and it's evergreen, meaning it's lasting a very long time. And I'm not going to have to worry about constantly having to fix my ads. So once you do the research, you can find out. The other one is formats. You want to know if your product has legs for formats. What are formats? Well, can your product be in a before and after? Can you compare what the before would look like if you use the product and what the after would look like? Can you do Black Friday offers with it? Can you do bundles with it? If you can do bundles, well, you can increase your AOVs because you have other products to bundle with it. Can you sell multiple of that same product? Can you compare it against your competitor and have better offers or better value than they do? Is there features that your product has? Can it be in a founder's story? Can it be, a problem solution? Is it product focus? If you can get multiple formats for a product in an ad creative, you're going to have more success at running ads later down the line. Next up is sourcing, and I am by no means a logistics master. I understand marketing, and marketing is my main thing. As for sourcing, there's lots of different options out there. You have tools like Suppleful, where you can go find supplement products and you can literally white label them with your own brand, start marketing them. They'll handle all the shipping, distribution, inventory, all the stuff for you. Same thing for Printify. If you have a cool design you want to put on a piece of clothing to start selling, they will print it, make it, ship it, and do it for you. And then if you want to be in the beauty space with cosmetics, men's grooming, hair care, skin care, sun care, body care, any care in the cosmetic space, well, you can use this tool here and they will do those same things for you. If you're more into being able to find a product you can just drop ship, put your own brand on, then you can use tools like Alibaba and AliExpress. And then there's other tools like Pietra out there that help you find and source the products from manufacturers. And then if you want to do the old school method, which is one of the ways that you can allow yourself to negotiate the best rates and speak to multiple different manufacturers and basically shop and do all the research on your own, which is what, typically business people would do in the past before all these softwares came about, which are actually sort of playing middleman right now, but where the manufacturer database has all of the China manufacturers, suppliers, you can literally contact them, find out who's selling what, reach out and see if they can make a product for you. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more about how some of these tools work, I actually have this YouTube video for you here that you can go check out. Next up, we have your website, and this is super important. So we're going to be going over the product landing page. The design of a good landing page is imperative. If you're looking to get more sales, you need to improve your conversion rate, you need to improve your AOVs, you need to improve your lifetime revenue, you need to make it more profitable so that way you can scale paid ads, because sometimes ads can be expensive, and other times if you're really good at getting organic traffic and getting people to your website, well, you fail to convert on them, so therefore your store fails. So you don't want to be in either boat, so you need to pay attention to this exact thing. You want to design a landing page that converts. One of the ways you do that is by having multiple clear and concise product images that clearly explain exactly what you're offering. Some of these things include having a clear headline for your product. If it's too long, then a lot of people are going to get confused and you're going to waste a lot of space. Keep it concise and make it clear what it is that you're selling. Theirs is a hydration multiplier, which Liquid IV is selling a supplement. They have the reviews here for social proof. This helps improve conversion rate. They have color swatches to make it very easily accessible for people to visualize what the actual flavor is by seeing acai berry. They have cotton candy, golden cherry. You can clearly see exactly what they're offering and the actual ingredient next to it. Color swatches are imperative. You don't want to just write out the word blue, green, yellow. Show the colors because people are visual. The more they have to read, the longer it's going to take them to check out, and you might lose them in that process. Bundles is a great way to increase your average order value and get more sales. You can extract more revenue from each customer. You do that by making bundle deals. You can say 1 pouch, 2 pouch, 3 pouch, 6 pack, 12 pack. However many you want to sell, you can bundle them together, offer a unique discount. The more people buy, the more money you make, the more that they save. It's a win-win on everybody's part and allows you to be able to scale later down the line because you have more revenue and margin in the business because they're buying more and it costs you the same to acquire them as it does to get somebody to just buy one anyways. And then subscribe and save. This is where you can stack recurring revenue. If you have a product that is a consumable or a usable, or if you're in the clothing space and people want to buy a lot of your pieces of clothing, like in fast fashion, these are great options. Subscribe and save. You can either buy one time or you can get on a recurring order purchase for a discount. And now you're going to make more revenue because they're subscribed and you can ship out the product more consistently. Revenues are more stable, easier to scale. Then we have tab descriptions. This is super imperative. Having information here, people care about the information about your product. They want to know how it works, the ingredients, the benefits, the shipping information, the sizing, all that stuff matters. Every little detail about your product needs to be right here. Icons are a great visual way to call out some of your key benefits. If it's vegan, if it's clean, if it's cruelty-free, if it's healthy, if it's not GMO, if it's, recyclable, all this little stuff can go right here under icons. If you don't have those for your products, you can also substitute these for free shipping or 30-day money-back guarantee, stuff like that to sweeten the deal. Then we have below the product page, we have our unique value prop. This is the key call out around why your product is valuable in the first place and why you're differentiated from your competitors. So Liquid IV's is faster hydration than water alone. They're literally comparing themselves to drinking water to hydrate, whereas if you use their product, you're gonna hydrate faster. So that's their unique value prop. Features and benefits: 3x the electrolytes, 8 vitamins and nutrients, hydration 4, performance, travel, heat and sun. They're giving you multiple reasons to use the product. Faster hydration. You want to be able to visualize and show in a very simple and elegant way, especially a branded version that looks really good like this. This is very important. Then they have their #1 review. This taste is great. So find a review that a lot of people are talking about the same thing that really highlights your product in a beneficial way. With the supplement, people want to know what it tastes like, so you need to probably use a review about taste. And then they have another review to back it up, except this one's more benefit-based, where they're talking about they love to have it after a hard workout. They're giving a situation where they might use this product. So people might think, well, when would I need to hydrate faster? Well, when you're working out, when you're running, when you're out in the sun, you have to have those benefits and reviews. The other one is social proof. This is where you can put your Instagram, TikTok feed, show people exactly what's going on in your website. It allows people to see people posting your product, lets people know it's legit, gets them excited because they can be a part of the community. It fosters brand loyalty, advocacy, and so much more. Does wonders for your brand. FAQs are for whenever you have tons of the same questions being asked about your product. Go ahead and list them out here. If it's a recurring problem and people keep saying the same thing, just go ahead and add in the FAQ because that's just going to solve a lot of problems for you. Next up is your best sellers. If people end up adding one of those products to cart up top, they might even add one of these items down here. Maybe you're sending them to a new product and they're not interested in it and they scroll down. Well, they might be interested in your #1 best sellers. You always want to show best sellers because they're a best seller for a reason. People like them, so other people are probably also more than likely going to like them as well and buy. Next up, one of the apps that we were just talking about, customer testimonials. Tool like Firework, you can get this implemented. Has all the videos where you can visualize exactly different reviews. You can add in your TikTok videos, Instagram videos, and have a shoppable button here. So you want to have a good design landing page. You can do all that inside of some of the tools. Next up, we have landing page content. And this is what goes on your actual product landing pages. I've put together a template pack of different creatives you can leverage both in paid ads, and you can also use these images inside of Canva and template and be able to go inside of Canva, adjust the templates for the different product images that you show whenever people first land on your landing page as well, highlighting things like features and benefits. And then we have Photo Room, which is an AI photo editor. This is a really cool tool. If you have things you want to put on the wall, you can literally type in this editor, put my painting on a wall in a modern home, put my painting on a wall in a garage, put my painting on a wall XYZ wherever. And the AI will literally generate a super realistic photo that looks like your product is actually on the wall as if you took the photo yourself. There's a lot of cool things with AI right now, so you want to leverage tools like this. It can save you a ton of time. That way you can later come back and do real photo shoots if you wanted to. This stuff, you literally can't even tell the difference. So a lot of people aren't even having to do as many photo shoots because you can do this with jewelry, painting, so many different ways you can leverage AI and generate backgrounds. It's pretty bizarre. And then Hippest. This is another cool tool for like clothing, jewelry, pets. What's great about this is if you are selling a piece of jewelry, you take a photo of yourself. It will then replace you with different AI people that look like actual people that a photo was taken of, and the necklace will be in the exact same spot it was on yourself. So we'll line up your exact portion of the jewelry where it's placed on your body, on your finger, wherever, and literally generate a ton of different AI people wearing your product. You can do that with clothing, jewelry, sunglasses. Really cool tool that you can leverage with AI as well. And then for conversion rate optimization, this is something where you want to optimize your website to improve your conversion rate. The better your conversion rate, the more people you're going to get to check out. So the free option is you literally look at your own Shopify data inside of your Shopify dashboard, and you have to draw your own conclusions from that data. So whenever you're looking at this, if you have a low AOV, well, you have to know that you have a low AOV to be able to improve it. And then you got to know, all right, what bundle labs, what ways do we do that? And then the paid option is Hotjar, which is also a self-analysis tool, but it gives you a little bit better of an idea of how people are navigating throughout your website. And you can see where people are clicking, if links are broken, if people are trying to click a button that isn't active, and you can see how people navigate, and you can better understand what the user behavior is before they buy a product and after they do it. That way you can better optimize, reposition your actual landing pages to better convert. I actually have a Shopify conversion rate video on this that you can check out that's more in-depth on how to go about optimizing your website. And then Surge here, if you go to surge.com, you can actually get a free audit. It will literally tell you exactly what changes to make. You can also get a paid report if you're interested in that. It's basically a report card of everything broken down in the exact recommendations, observations, is it mobile friendly? All this stuff will give you key call outs on what you need to do. If your website looks like this, it'll then give you examples of what it needs to look like after. And then if you're the person that's just like, I don't want to do any of this, period, and I'd rather have somebody do it for me, well, you can also have Surge literally do it for $2,500. They'll make you an entire e-commerce website that converts for you, and you can have that back literally within a quick turnaround. In this category, we're going to be covering customer journey, and this is where you want to include upsells. Upsells are a great way to increase your overall revenue and be able to get more profit. If you have upsells, you're going to be able to scale more, increase your AOVs, you're going to have a better ROAS, it's going to help you with sales. It kind of cures a lot of things. So an upsell is whenever you add to cart and a pop-up shows up offering you additional items to buy. So rather than just buying one item, you're being offered another. The next one is an in-cart downsell, and this is essentially where you add to cart, you denied the upsell, so you got the downsell. And in the downsell, you have a few different items here giving you few different ideas of what else you could buy, and you can add it to bag or add it to cart. And essentially the more you add to cart, the more likely it is you get to free shipping if you have a specific threshold for that shipping. More often than not, people are actually buying this stuff and buying downsells and upsells, which is increasing your overall AOVs, ROAS, and sales. Same thing for post-purchase. If they end up getting your upsell, downsell, well, we'll give them the post-purchase upsell. And that is after they've checked out, bought an item. As soon as somebody made a payment, they're more than likely going to buy another thing. And if you give them a really good deal, you'd be surprised at how many people take this offer. So this is a quick take. They're right in checkout. You already got their card information. As soon as they buy the next item, it will literally bill them right away. This is a great way to increase your AOVs, ROAS, and sales. You can also incorporate a post-purchase survey to really understand where people came from and what they're doing. That's a great way to incorporate insights as well. And then for marketing, what we have is there's really 3 key platforms that are very important to use. All 3 of these platforms you can get to $1 million months with just fine. You don't have to have all this other stuff like YouTube, Pinterest, and all these other, LinkedIn and all that stuff that's just a bunch of gimmicks. Meta, TikTok, and Google Ads will get you where you need to be. And even Meta and TikTok will get you where you need to be. And even just Meta can get you where you need to be. So these are the main players in the space. But these are the 3 I recommend if you're looking to scale up. And for creatives, I've actually put together a static ad pack of 100 plus creatives that you can leverage in your Facebook ads. These are drag and drop templates. I actually show you how to do this inside of this video on how to edit these with your brand and products, so that way you can start pumping out creative content for your Facebook ads. And then if you want video ad templates, I have an amazing tool where you can actually get these templates where we put together 100 video templates on all of the formats that we recommend with Facebook ads. You can access those here. And these are already pre-built. You just drag and drop your stuff in here. Pretty insane. It's for performance marketers who are looking to scale and get a good ROAS. For content creation tools, if you want to create from scratch, you can do it inside of Canva. You can use this paid ad tool and be able to create multiple different formats. Highly recommend it. And it's a free trial for the first 7 days, and then it's like $30 a month after that. Definitely worth it. It's going to improve your ROAS and makes it way simpler than having to constantly find somebody to make videos for you. Other tools out there that are free are CapCut. This is where you can edit your own videos, similar to how you might edit an Instagram or TikTok. You film the video, you edit it, you can add captions, music, overlays. You can literally design a perfect TikTok ad inside of CapCut. So many editors use CapCut to make great TikTok ad videos. You don't have to have some fancy editor to do it. The free tools will get you there, no problem, as long as you have a little bit of understanding of how to design a good ad video. And then you can also leverage tools like AI. And I actually recently just got off a call with, somebody who watched this YouTube video where we talked about how to leverage AI. And specifically, this is really for beginners who don't have a way to create content. If you aren't able to film videos yourself or have the means to hire somebody to do it, this tool is pretty legit because it will make a video that looks so realistic as if you filmed it, shot it, produced it, and promote your product for you. And you can get lots of video assets to launch in your actual Facebook and TikTok ads. And one of those people that I spoke with that had watched my video, he's spending over $14,000 a day on this ad. And You know, it's really meant for beginners who don't have ways to create content, but it just goes to show that some of these videos can take off if you input the right script. It's a pretty cool AI tool. You can check out that video to really understand it better. For copywriting, we have a few options. We have ChatGPT. You just need to know how to prompt engineer. That essentially means what you ask it. There's really multiple rules around copywriting. You know, you have things like scarcity. You have things like urgency, where you want to incorporate that into your actual ad copy. You can prompt ChatGPT to write you Facebook ad scripts, TikTok ad scripts, copy and paste it into your ads. That is a free copywriting tool. And then TikTok Symphony, if you want to have more curated scenes, TikTok Symphony is pretty cool because it's TikTok's AI copywriting tool, and it will literally map out the exact scene by scene, telling you where to film, what to film, how to film it, what to say in the video, where to place the text in the editing. It's as if it script writes everything for you from cutscene to end, as if they're giving you a movie packet for a TikTok ad video, and all you have to do is just follow it step by step, film the video, and be able to launch it in TikTok ads. Both these tools are free, super valuable if you haven't used them before. And then for some ad inspo, you can go to the meta ad library. This is where you can find different meta ads. You can look up pretty much any brand, any competitor, see exactly how many ads they're running. If you want to do a little bit more in-depth analysis and really be able to find D2C brands that you haven't heard of or can't think of or haven't come across before, you can discover those D2C brands inside of Foreplay and then be able to save different ad formats that you later want to build templates for and then create your products inside of those videos and launch them. So this is another good way to research TikTok ads, Facebook ads, formats, anything D2C related. And then for viral marketing, you want to post organic content on TikTok. So many people have exploded off the charts in sales. I'm talking about going from $0 to $360,000 in a matter of 30 days. Multiple people have sold out their stores. We've had hundreds of people get viral videos and do enormous amounts of pops in sales. I'm talking 20K days, 80K days. TikTok organic is not necessarily consistent, but it is explosive. So if you produce videos and you're getting consistent videos out there and you're using some of the methods I recommend around producing viral videos, you can get some pretty crazy results. I listed a few clients here that we've done this with. Kiara Eyewear, they did $600,000 in sales in the last 180 days on TikTok Shop, leveraging creators, viral videos, etc. And they actually had a viral video here for this example where they did 3.9 million views. That generated 30,000 sales. Cost them $0 to produce the video and cost them $0 in ad spend, and they made 30K. That is a 30K bankroll you can then run in TikTok ads and Facebook ads and scale up your store on. Hence why e-commerce brands can be very scalable and very profitable if done in the right ways. Here's another example. Waterboy, there's a client that we worked with. They did 300,000 in sales off of this video, 9.8 million views. It is a explainer video comparing their product against somebody else's. And they also did 80,000 email signups because once they sold out the product, they then switched it to a locked page, where I actually broke that down in my most recent video on SMS, where you can get tons of people to opt in. If you do get a viral video and sell out your products, you don't miss out on all the other missed opportunities. So you want to capture SMS to be able to leverage that. And then another viral video from Photon Candles, and they went through my mentorship. They're now in our agency, and they did a 7.6 million viewed video, 13,000 in sales. Not all videos that go super mega viral will get you a ton of sales. Some videos will do like, a few thousand views, but get $100 in sales. It kind of varies, but the viral formats are proven. So we have identified product comparisons. We have identified trending sounds. There are proven formats you can literally replicate and model that have been proven to go viral time and time and again. So your chances of going viral will increase dramatically, allowing you to have a much better opportunity at getting sales. The other strategies to use in marketing are affiliates. There's two routes to go about doing this. One is the free route, which is manual outreach, where you're DMing people, reaching out to them, having conversations with them, trying to get them to promote your product, making a post for you. It's a very tedious, long process of communicating with these people. The other option is the paid option, and there's an AI automation tool out there that will literally send thousands of invites for you and have the conversations. Pretty crazy, and you can onboard a lot of people. I break it down in that video there. And then for your TikTok ads testing structure, and specifically if you're going to be launching TikTok ads and you haven't already, well, you can claim up to $1,500 in TikTok ad credits using my specific link, and that will get you up to $1,500 in TikTok ad credits to literally run and get free ad spend. Pretty crazy, so definitely make sure to leverage that if you haven't already. And the structure of this is relatively straightforward. You're going to optimize for purchases if you want sales. So purchase conversion campaign, it's going to be set to an ABO, which is ad set budget optimization. That means your ad set controls the budget, not your campaign. And then you're going to have a broad audience, which means it's completely open. You're not doing specific targeting. You're going to have an interest, which is going to be all of the interest around whatever product you're selling. You come up with a few different interest categories and mix them together in the ad set. And then hashtags, which is going to be hashtags on TikTok that people use. So you can go find viral videos where hashtags, like let's say you sell clothing and you type in hashtag clothing, you can target that. Then you're going to have 7 ad creatives, which are all going to be videos and unique formats. So you want to put those together based off of what we've covered so far. Build these all out. You'll set them to $20 daily each. And once they start running, if you see sales within the first 7 days, that's a good thing. If you don't see sales within the first 7 days, that's a bad thing, and you need to turn it off. And the key components and KPIs you need to pay attention to are if your click-through rates aren't above a 1 or 2%, it means your creatives aren't that good. And then if your CPMs aren't below $20, same thing. It just means your creatives are not working and you need to refresh them. And if you're looking to understand the strategy better, you can check out this video here. Next up, we have the Facebook ads testing structure. It's a little bit different here. You have the purchase conversion campaign, which is going to be ABO as well. This is strictly for testing. You're going to have a broad audience, which is entirely open. You'll have a single interest in each of these different ad sets, and then you'll have 5 unique ads inside of here, a mixture of both images and videos. This is where you're going to test your Facebook ads. And then if you're interested in the actual scaling strategy of how this works, you can check out this video for scaling up with big budgets. And obviously with this testing structure, there's going to be optimization and scaling that comes out of this, so you'll need to understand that as well. And then for the team category, we have our organizational structure. Now, this isn't the exact org chart that every e-commerce brand follows, but it's a simple one that is easy to understand. And typically what you have is either a founder, which is yourself, or a co-founder, and the co-founders would be up here. And then you have basically, whenever you start to expand the business, one of the first key roles that you want to hire for is going to be a marketing director who can manage and oversee all of your paid ads, organic, social content, the affiliates, the creators, the events y'all might do, press releases, PR, getting your logos in different articles online, email, and SMS. So marketing director kind of oversees all of those things very early on in the business and can also work with the agency partners you may have and anything really marketing related. And then you might have a creative director. Once you're growing, this is a person who's doing all your graphic design, overseeing it, being able to make sure the videos are coming out on brand guidelines. You're working with video editors. They're getting the photography done. Scheduling product photo shoots, being able to do collections, drops, being able to curate all of the images, and then making sure the brand is in line with everything in the e-commerce business. And that person is also overseeing the website design and all of those things related. And typically you might have just, 3 people initially in these roles, and you have either yourself on operations or somebody on operations that's kind of managing the other side of the business, which is a lot of the logistics, handling support chat, answering questions, making sure people receive the products, refunding if something's wrong with the product, managing the teams, overseeing, the finances, the budgeting, making sure that the product design is good and that the product packaging is working, distribution with your distribution partners or, suppliers, manufacturers, all that stuff. And you can operate at, a pretty fast growing e-commerce business doing, hundreds of thousands to even millions a month with a relatively small team. And initially, as a founder, you're pretty much doing all these roles and they're still very manageable, even up to 100,000, 200,000. And really around those points, you start to really need somebody who can help you with the marketing so you can focus on the other stuff. And even in between those stages, you're hiring contractors for all this stuff. So there's a lot of growing opportunities, but just to better understand how the org chart works, in an ideal situation where you can handle a lot of growth, you're going to have a few roles. And then what you're really going to have is your extended team. And your extended team is going to help you do a lot of the heavy lifting. This is a lot of the stuff that they can, they already have the pre-established team, and then you can hire them and they become your extended team basically and can help you get a lot more stuff done and can bring more knowledge and really accelerate the process. And your extended team kind of looks like this. You might have an ad agency that's helping you with your Facebook ads, your paid ads, your creatives. You might have, an advisor or mentor who's mentoring you on how to scale this e-commerce business from A to Z, showing you what to look out for, already showing you exactly what they already know works, guiding you along the process. Having a mentor can accelerate everything by 10 times the amount because you don't know what you don't know until you hear it from somebody who does. And then your board, if you have investments or you raised a round of funding for your e-commerce business, typically you have a board that helps oversee some of this stuff. They can also act as an advisor role and can guide you on some of these things because they invested in your business. A lot of times boards are silent and they just give you the money and you're kind of on your way to make sure it works. Other boards are interactive. It kind of depends on how your board operates. And then your extended team can also include your web development agency, somebody who's working on your web dev, creatives, an accounting firm that you outsource all of that to get your books organized and operating. And then you have partners, and partners can also act as, not necessarily team members, but value adds to you and being able to get stuff done if you're running into problems. Meaning you might be assigned an account manager on a software, and that essentially means if you have a software that you use daily in your business and you're having problems, well, your account rep can help you with that and can accelerate that process and fix things for you. So you want to leverage partners in your e-commerce business. You might have B2B partners where you did a deal with another e-commerce brand and they're selling your products or you're selling their products. It's a mutual benefiting relationship. You're both helping each other out, so you lean on one another to grow your business together. You might have, representatives that are, pushing your product into retail stores or doing stuff, partnerships for you. You might have manufacturers that is a partner because they're making your product for you. So you want to be pretty close with your partner because they're the ones making it. So it's more beneficial for them if you're selling more items, and it's more beneficial for you if you're getting lower cost items from them. So as a partner, you want to negotiate rates and find win-win deals. Same things with platforms like Meta, TikTok. There's account representatives you might get. Most of them are no good, but once you're spending a lot of money, you might be assigned somebody who does know what they're talking about. Most of the times they're not. But the good thing about the platforms with Meta, TikTok, and these big companies like Google, at least when you get to speak to a representative, I would more frame it as asking what's new, what's working for other people, rather than having them advise on your business, because most of these people are pretty low level on that side. And you might have, partners in the marketplaces, your collaborational efforts. These are people who are mutually benefiting off of yourself and them. So, you can leverage that to a certain degree, but your extended team is the one that can really accelerate, put fuel on the fire. And then your core team is the executioners who get all the stuff done. And then for hiring, if you need to hire people, if you want to staff core talent, A+ talent, meaning people who are go-getters, who want to grow the e-commerce business, who believe in the product, who want to scale the brand, you need to go on a platform like LinkedIn Talent Recruiter and find people that have experience in this role, who are more knowledgeable than you, that can come on full-time and get after it, especially full-time. Now, there's a lot of stuff you can hire on Fiverr and Upwork that is just tedious items, low-level tasks that you need completed. Like maybe you need a graphic design for an image. You can do that on Fiverr for a few bucks. Video editors, that's a very relatively low-lift task. There's tons of editors out there that are very affordable that do great work. Website fixes, if something broke on your website, you can hire somebody from Fiverr to go and fix it. Coding, if you need a specific code for a subscription app to make sure the design looks good, you can get that from Fiverr. Or bug fixes, which is like anything that's like broken technically on a software or on your website or something you just need fixed in your process. Fiverr people can help you do that. Same thing on Upwork. Upwork's good for getting task-oriented things completed. This is like somebody you might have as like a contractor that is helping you answer all your support emails or helping you with a very specific project that you need completed, but then you don't need that person there after. They're just helping you get that one project done. Or bug fixes and support-related stuff. You can get all that stuff through Upwork, and you don't need to be spending a lot of money on staffing those roles initially. But once you do want to start filling core talent roles, you can do that through LinkedIn. And then once you're growing your business, you might be doing a few $100,000 a month and you're ready to have somebody take over your marketing and really amplify it so that way you can scale up significantly. Well, you could hire an agency like mine where you can have us manage all your TikTok, your Facebook ads, your Google ads, your lifecycle marketing with email and SMS, your conversion rates, everything under the sun to be able to manage it for you and scale that business so you can focus on other aspects. Now, if you're not interested in a specific agency, then the one-on-one mentorship is a good fit, specifically for people who are looking to do this on their own, maximize profit, be able to scale rapidly, know exactly what's upcoming, how to optimize Facebook ads, TikTok ads, your Shopify. And what that looks like is you can go to the link, you can opt into the free training on how we can help you scale your business. If you want to hire somebody like myself to be a guide and a mentor to you to show you what we're doing in these other companies, taking them to 100, 200, 300, 500, $1 million months, and even scaling from 20K to 50K. If you're stuck or looking to rapidly expand and really maximize ROAS, maximize your profit, maximize your overall ROI, then the mentorship is definitely for you. And if you don't want to have to worry about monthly recurring fees like an agency normally would charge and you're not ready for that yet, then the mentorship is definitely there. Or if you hired somebody on your team that you want us to personally train to manage everything for you, that is also a great fit. But you do have to qualify. We don't accept anybody into this mentorship. We work with specifically D2C brands that are looking to scale and really do some cool numbers and do cool things in this space. So once you are qualified, you can book a call with myself and team to learn how the process works. And on that call, if we deem that we are a good fit, you can join the mentorship and you can hop on calls with myself and other team members, and we'll be on a call together and I'll literally be training you exactly on what you need to do with your business. I've worked in so many different e-commerce spaces and pretty much am not going to be testing anything on your account. I'm only going to be applying things that I already know work. And some of those things might include going through your actual website so that way you can hit, 300, 500K months, being able to help you optimize your TikTok ads, your TikTok shop, and be able to scale up there where you're doing incredible return on ad spend at a very high return, where you're being able to pull out $500,000, $1 million off of TikTok, and being able to go through all of your creatives, advising you on exactly what your creative content needs to look like. So that way you can be able to have explosive months like the months we're in right now, where you can hit records and see tremendous growth and be able to go to the multi 7 and 8 figure mark with your e-commerce store. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and book a call below to apply for the one-on-one ads mastery mentorship. And if you find any value at all from this video, comment the most important thing you learned from this video below in the comment section, and I'll be selecting one person to hop on a free coaching call with myself. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. My name is Chase Chapel, and it's your favorite digital marketer. Cheers and bye all.